I'm Rachel Magnone, and coming up on WVU News, I'll tell you why your kid's safety is a top priority in West Virginia schools.
I'm Garrett Urisco, and coming up on WVU News, I'll tell you why it's so important to keep the art classes in our school programs.
I'm Jen Armstrong, and coming up, I'll tell you how students are learning outside of the classroom. Our Emmy Award-winning WVU News starts now. Schools throughout the Mountain State are working to become a safer place for students. I'm Brooke Chaplin.
And I'm Jordan Kramer. All throughout the country, schools have been improving their art education programs, including right here in West Virginia.
These stories and more on our special edition show. WVU News goes outside the classroom.
Brooke, since 2013, there have been over 175 school shootings across the country.
That's right, Jordan. There's been an average of one school shooting a week since the Sandy Hook massacre. But schools all throughout the state are working to prevent something like this from happening here. Reporter Rachel Magnone joins us in the studio with more. Rachel?
Thanks, Brooke and Jordan. Since Sandy Hook, a child has died due to gun violence every day in the U.S. The state of West Virginia has not experienced gun violence in schools in over 20 years. These schools are continuing to make an effort to promote safety inside the classroom. 270. That's the number of shootings of any kind at a school since Columbine. The United States currently has a troubled history of school killings, by far more than any other country. For Sherry Petit, principal of Ridgedale Elementary School, this hits close to home.
I think that the Mon County in general has done a great job of preparing schools in the event something happens, but you can't, there's no way to say, oh, we're ready, you know, and you don't want to say we're ready, but if something were to happen, it's good to have some training and some tools, and everybody has something that they can do to be proactive.
West Virginia is among a very small amount of 12 states that has no record of a school shooting since 1990.
It's a concern for all schools, elementary schools, middle schools, high schools, and in our county in particular, we've implemented a few different programs that'll kind of help teachers learn what to do in case of some sort of an intruder into the building, so that's been very helpful to us.
During the time of these shootings, many of the heroes are teachers, taking their own lives to save their students.
Our students are comfortable here at school because they know their teachers, they know us. We have protocols that we have had in place since they've been in kindergarten, you know, so they're used to that. If something was to happen, the parents, it's a small community, they know the teachers, they know the staff, and I truly do believe they feel like their students would be in good hands because we're going to do whatever what it takes for them to be comfortable in our building.
Schools in the United States have seen one school shooting a week, leaving many citizens wanting a change in gun laws. Experts say that the best way to prevent school shootings is to reinforce and improve emergency response procedures, as well as coordinating with local law enforcement. Brooke and Jordan, back to you.
Thanks, Rachel. Conflict between different cultures contributes to the violence in the United States, and learning about the various cultures in the country can help avoid misunderstandings.
And recent studies say overall enrollment in foreign language courses is down for the first time since 1995. Reporter Jen Armstrong has more on how WVU is encouraging their students to embrace different cultures.
For some WVU students, coming to college isn't just about taking the required courses. Activist Aruz Geblayeva spoke to students about issues that face her home country, Azerbaijan. Professor Eric Herring says it is important for students to embrace other cultures.
It's not to say that classroom learning isn't important. It's a critical part of what students are able to accomplish at a university, but to meet a visiting human rights activist, in this case from Azerbaijan, is a unique experience that you can only get outside the classroom and it really teaches you much more about the world.
Students come from over 100 different countries to attend school at WVU. In return, the college offers them events every week to expose them to diverse elements of college life. Sophomore Morgan McMinn says she comes to these events so that she will become more well-rounded.
It definitely adds to the learning experience of the student at WVU, and it helps create an intellectual culture at WVU, which is nice.
For a schedule of WVU discussion events, please visit the website at the bottom of your screen. Jen Armstrong, WVU News, Morgantown.
You can also follow the Division of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion on Twitter to learn more about their events.
Brooke, learning and being more accepting of other cultures can help students find jobs after graduation.
That's right, Jordan. But one thing that may hurt those searching for jobs is their social media accounts. Abby Lafferty joins us now from Social Square with the latest in social media and pop culture news to tell us more. Abby?
Today, 82% of social media users are of the job-seeking age. Sites like Facebook and Twitter are becoming tools for employers to judge an applicant's suitability. 52% of employers use social networking sites to research candidates, and a survey among hiring managers found that employers are searching social media sites to verify information and look for questionable behaviors. Studies show that 48% of employers did not hire someone based on their social media content. Not only is it important to manage what you post online, but also what others post on your site. Brooke and Jordan, back to you.
Thanks, Abby, for that report. Recent studies have shown that art education is an important part in a student's development.
Exposing young people to art can have an impact on their motor skills and language development. Reporter Garrett Urisco explains how one school is using art to help their students succeed in all of their classes.
What do you even buy? With 80% of school districts facing cutbacks, extra curriculum like art, music, and physical activity are the first being cut out. But according to experts, students who study art are 4 times more likely to be recognized for academic achievement. Art teacher Sam Burnett at Morgantown High School explains how art is playing a pivotal role in more places than you think.
But I think one thing that you want to focus upon here is how integral art is to bringing every student's achievement up. And there's been tons of national studies done that the student who has the visual arts classes achieves more in their regular classroom settings.
Morgantown High received the highest scores in the College Board Art AP exam last year in West Virginia, obtaining 100% of 3D and 20% of the 2D perfect 5s in the state.
Morgantown High is doing its job to incorporate art and collaborate with other classes to apply it in a real-world setting.
The engineering department and the art department here at Morgantown High collaborate with one another because those math skills can be integrated into the art classroom, but also things can be taken from an art classroom and applied in an engineering class.
For some students, art helps not only in other classrooms, but also mentally.
I definitely say that art is also like a really great stress reliever. When I'm doing a lot of this stuff, it's good to step back, go do some doodles or sketches, and then go back into my core classes.
While subjects like literature and math are important in today's educational climate, it is important to remember that they are best learned in the context of a rich, exciting curriculum. Garrett Urisco, WVU News, Morgantown.
Not only are the art classes a fun and relaxing time for students, but they also promote many useful skills.
And Jordan, art education encourages innovation and creativity, 2 skills that are looked for by potential employers.
Along with art, experts say music can help children in more ways than one, from team building to brain development.
Students who have early musical training develop the areas of the brain related to language and reasoning. Reporter Madison Smith visited one local nonprofit that allows kids to channel their inner rock star. Madison?
A recent study shows that 78% of people feel that learning a musical instrument helps students perform better in other subjects. But with recent budget cuts affecting the arts, Morgantown is making an effort to promote music education outside the classroom.
Proven that music can help kids develop new skills and have more success in the classroom. Pop Shop, located in Morgantown at the Boys and Girls Club, is seeking to teach its students both the fundamentals of music and how to work together. Instructors and volunteers want the students to walk away with newfound skills and passions.
That's the whole thing, is teaching them to play as a band. Instead of them, you could play an instrument really well by yourself, but if you get thrown in a band with a bunch of kids who have never done that before, it's going to be hard.
And it's surprisingly productive. You wouldn't think that in an hour and a half, some kids are 8 years old, and by the end of the session, they've got 2 or 3 songs down that they perform in front of people.
Pop Shop teaches students of all ages a variety of genres and instruments, including the drums. Pop Shop has classes that range from beginning musicians to adults that have been playing for years. Bands come together, choose their own songs, and rehearse in a fun atmosphere. But for the kids, music means so much more.
I like it because you get to kind of be you, not do something someone tells you to. I like listening to the new types of genres and stuff and learning all types of notes.
Well, when I play, I feel like I can just be myself.
Pop Shop teaches in 6 90-minute sessions and concludes with the bands putting on a live concert. Pop Shop spring class is now in session. However, the summer class schedule has not been released. To learn more, you can stop by Pop Shop on Pleasant Street or visit the website at the bottom of your screen. Brooke and Jordan, back to you.
Thanks for that report, Madison. Often college athletes have trouble balancing their time on the field and in the classroom.
Coming up, we'll introduce you to a soccer superstar who shines both on and off the field here at WVU.
I'm Robbie Devitt, and coming up next on WVU News, I'll tell you about one athlete who strives for success in athletics and academics.
Every journey starts with a first. How will you go first?
Welcome back to our special edition show. WVU News goes outside the classroom.
Jordan, WVU competes in 17 inter-college varsity sports.
And sports anchor Robbie Devitt is here to tell us more about one athlete who stands out among the rest. Robbie?
Thanks, Jordan and Brooke. There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes throughout the country, and there is no question that these athletes work hard to earn their spot. However, for some of these athletes, it is an everyday challenge to balance both the sport they love and their academics. And WVU women's soccer player Amanda Hill is no exception.
Let's go, Mountaineers, yeah.
WVU women's soccer player Amanda Hill has made headlines on the field. She's a 2-time team captain, 2015 season team MVP, and she started all 88 career matches at defensive center midfield. But what she's doing in the classroom is more impressive to herself than soccer.
After 4 years, it gets easier every year, and they definitely help us out a lot to balance things with study hall and all that organizations.
Amanda is one of 8 seniors to receive the Order of Augusta Honors, where outstanding seniors are recognized for their scholarship, leadership, and service.
Amanda is a 3-time academic All-Big 12 soccer first-team honoree, a NSCAA Women's Scholar All-East third team, and most recently, she was named a 2015 COSITA Academic All-American.
I mean, academics obviously always comes first because that's what you get to rely on once I'm done playing soccer. That's what I have. So it's always come first for me. But I kind of tried to find a way to balance the both, be equally important, and could make both the best they could be without compromising the other one.
Amanda is graduating in May with a major in exercise physiology and animal and nutritional sciences with a minor in sports physiology, so the schoolwork seems never-ending.
I'm going to pursue a master's first before I go there in animal physiology, and it'll work on rehabilitation and preconditioning and things like that for animals, before hitting vet school.
Academics are a priority, but Amanda still wants to continue involvement with soccer, whether it's coaching or playing.
In addition to her academic achievements, Amanda worked at the Cheat Lake Animal Hospital to get hands-on experience in her field. Jordan and Brooke, back to you.
Thanks, Robbie. Well, that's going to do it for our special edition episode of WVU News. WVU News goes outside the classroom. You can visit us online at our website.
You can also watch any of our shows on YouTube, and please follow us and our reporters on Twitter. I'm Brooke Chaplin.
And I'm Jordan Kramer, and thanks for watching our final show of WVU News. We'll see you next semester.